In April of 2017, a young man named Jacob Gray disappeared without a trace in Olympic National Park, one of the most rugged and remote landscapes in the United States. He was 22. Fit, calm, and intelligent. A nature lover, a minimalist, and an avid outdoorsman. Friends described him as introspective, almost monk-like, with a quiet obsession for the wild. He didn't just enjoy solitude, he sought it. Jacob had left his home in Santa Cruz, California, riding a silver mountain bike, pulling a small homemade trailer filled with camping supplies. He told his father, Randy Gray, that he was heading north. No clear destination. No exact timeline. Just the road, the trees, and the quiet. Jacob's last confirmed sighting was on April 5th, when a park ranger noticed his bicycle parked along Sol Duc Road, a winding forest road that cuts into the dense temperate rainforest of Olympic National Park. The bike wasn't hidden. It was propped against a tree, trailer attached. But Jacob was gone. His shoes were left beside the bike. His waterproof clothing untouched. A folded tarp, unrolled but unused. His helmet was set neatly on the ground. The ranger waited, expecting Jacob to return. But he didn't. That night, heavy rain rolled in, nearly 3 inches in 24 hours. When Jacob didn't appear by morning, a search began. Volunteers, rangers, and local SAR teams combed the area. They followed every trail. They deployed tracking dogs, helicopters, and thermal imaging. Not a single trace. No footprints. No broken branches. No blood. Just the forest. What made the case stranger was where the bike was left. The Sol Duc region is not remote by Olympic standards. It's a known area, frequented by hikers and tourists. Yet nobody had seen Jacob since his arrival. Jacob's father, Randy, drove up from California as soon as he heard the news. What he found disturbed him. Everything was there, but Jacob. His son's careful, methodical way of packing. The way he organized gear. It made no sense for him to leave without it. Randy began camping near the trailhead. He stayed there for over 90 days, refusing to leave until he found answers. And in that time he spoke to everyone. Locals, hikers, homesteaders, off-grid survivalists. He began to hear things. Stories. There was a man in the woods, half-crazed, who claimed he'd spoken to the boy with the bicycle. Another hiker said he saw a silhouette following him one night. No flashlight, no gear, just a figure melting into the brush. Randy met a group of spiritual hikers who warned him. If your son walked off trail, the forest took him. He asked what they meant. They just shook their heads and said, the forest doesn't give everyone back. Eventually Randy received a lead. A farmer dozens of miles away said he'd seen someone walking barefoot down his road, wearing nothing but a light jacket, mumbling something about the river. That was the Sol Duc River. Near Jacob's last known location. The Park Service recentered the search near the riverbanks. But days turned into weeks. Still nothing. Then a clue. Jacob's wetsuit was found, wedged beneath a logjam downstream. Not ripped. Not torn. Just abandoned. Why would he go into the river? It was icy. Dangerous. Filled with fallen trees and steep ravines. And most chilling of all, it was spring melt. The river was deadly. Locals speculated he might have attempted a spiritual cleansing. Others believed he had a mental breakdown. But none of them had ever met Jacob. He wasn't unstable. He was focused. Quiet. He didn't take unnecessary risks. At least not until the forest got him. For over a year the case went cold. Then in August of 2018, 2 park rangers deep in the backcountry, more than 10 miles from the road, stumbled upon human remains near Ho Lake, a glacial alpine area known for its harsh terrain. DNA confirmed it, Jacob Gray. His body had decomposed, left partially scattered by the elements. No signs of foul play. No fractures. No trauma. His bones were simply there. But that wasn't the most disturbing detail. The location. It was so remote, so inaccessible, that even seasoned hikers avoid it without proper gear. There were no marked trails leading directly to where he was found. Only animal paths, rocks, and unmarked forest. To reach that spot without boots, jacket, or supplies would have been nearly impossible. Yet somehow Jacob had made it there. And no one could explain why. His family was devastated, but not surprised. They had long felt something strange had happened. That he wasn't just lost. Randy later said. It wasn't just a disappearance. It was a vanishing. One tribal elder said. There are places where the veil is thin. If you hear something calling, you don't answer. Did Jacob follow something into the woods that night? Something no one else could hear? Or did he simply lose himself, psychologically, in the vastness of the Olympic wilderness? To this day, no one knows what Jacob was searching for. Not even his father. Some say it was nature. Others say it was something older, something that watches from the trees. But one thing is certain. The forest keeps its secrets. And sometimes it keeps the people too.